What's going on, people? Before we actually get into this video, I just gotta say something real quick. So Scott decides to go live while he's drunk, and he's completely losing his marbles. Yeah, but I just want to let you know there's music in the background, so I've had to literally chop up the video as much as I could, purely because the music in the background would give me a copyright issue. So that's why there's gonna be a lot of skips, probably every 2 to 3, maybe 4 seconds as we go throughout the video, you know what I'm saying? That's why the video is gonna be quite jumpy from time to time, purely because of the copyright, because Scotty boy decided to play music because he was in his freaking feelings. And yeah, but hey, before we get into it, please do subscribe. We are on the road to 50k right now. I have seen recently our sub count start to grow quicker than it has literally in life forever. So far, everybody that has been coming to the channel, that have been watching the channel, have been subscribing, which is phenomenal. So please, if you're a viewer that always comes here, but you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you think you're subscribed, make sure you're subscribed, okay? And also like the video and help us grow within the YouTube algorithm. But with that being said, let's get into what Scotty Drunken Hottie, well, he's not a hottie, is he? Sorry, I'm lying. Scotty Drunken has to say.
Tell me something, boy, and I feel the void. It ain't hard to keep them so hardcore. In all the good times I find myself.
You know, I do wonder though. I mean, obviously he hasn't said anything yet, but I do wonder though. Does this man actually ever have any good times? Because each time we've seen him on screen, whether it's on 90 Day or whether we've seen him on his freaking phone camera, he's always miserable. He's always complaining about something. The victim. He's always playing the victimizer, isn't he? Look at this guy. But from what I understand, actually, don't let me play some more.
And in the bad times I feel myself. Watch as I dive in, I'll never reach the ground. It's here.
I actually feel so sorry for his dog, to be honest. I don't like it when children have parents or owners who ain't shiz.
Shit happens, and you get thrown a lot of curveballs in life.
You know what's so crazy, right? I love the phrase, when things happen, you get thrown a lot of curveballs in life. I love that phrase, but I only love it when it's followed up with something positive, something motivational, something that's going to uplift yourself and people. Not with, yeah, so things happen and life throws a bunch of curveballs, so therefore I'm going to sit on a live stream drinking so people can just feel sorry for me because, you know, I just have to play the victim. You know, I pretend to be a man. I pretend to be a strong man, but I'm not. I go to the gym, lift weights, I look big, but I'm still a wuss. Let's just continue.
Hopefully that happens, because I've been through a lot. Having a brand new home you built to having this. Trying to keep smiling, you know? Your best friend. Lost everything. Everyone knows that. They wrote 5,000 stories on last year. His house, owe the IRS taxes, everything.
So right now, when he's talking about I lost everything, this is in relation to the fact that he's lost his job. He's no longer in his job anymore. In fact, he claims he's retired now. The fact that he lost his home and he's now living in his mum's trailer in her backyard or something like that. And now he's literally whining and crying about it. But hey, let's keep going because it gets interesting.
People you love, people that you lose, stuff like that, you know? Life, you know? It's hard. I would say it's working out, you know? That's how I deal with it. But today it was just like too much today, you know? It's like too much. Trying to stay strong and doing your thing. And just this fucking show where they edit this shit, motherfucker. Fuck TLC. Take the fucking 13 grand they gave him and shove it up their fucking ass.
It's funny, isn't it, when people are unable to take accountability? It's funny, isn't it, when people love to blame other people for their mistakes. Well, no, for their behavior, shall I say. It's funny, isn't it? This is a man that appeared on TLC twice. If you went on it once and you didn't like the way they treated you, then why go on it twice? You go on it twice and you can still complain of the way they treated you. Really? Take action, take accountability that you made the choice to go on TV. Forget about TLC. Now, screw that. It doesn't even matter what network you could have gone on. There's always a potential chance backlash may come to you if your behavior is inaccurate. And your behavior is inaccurate. It's just that simple. That's how it works with you. Your behavior is appalling. And it's crazy because you can talk about how TLC edited this, edited that. But the thing is, though, the things that you said on the show came out of your mouth. No one made you say those things. Fair enough, they may edit in a way that made it look worse than what it is. But listen, he sat there on the Chantel season, right? Literally saying that I'm purposely going to sleep with your mum to get back at you. I don't know in which context you can make that look okay. Do you see what I'm saying? Literally sat there. And then previously he was literally there, you know, on Love in Paradise and literally said, oh, my ex is back, so I'm not going to try with her and leave you behind. Those words come out of your mouth. So the image of you, the picture of who you are, you create yourself with your own behavior. It was you that did that. TLC just literally just compiled it in whatever order they wanted to. But you still said things that, no matter the context, I don't see how they can be said in a way that is revivable. That is said in a way that is understandable. But it's okay though. Screw TLC and screw their money, because clearly it's their fault for your choices. The man that loves to play victim.
Knows I'm a completely different guy than that was portrayed on the fucking shows.
Okay. He says he's a completely different guy to how he was portrayed in the show. Okay, cool. He literally just spent time here threatening bloggers and people that have made videos about him. And also on top of that, last year he legit called me out and literally said to me, hey, flat on the floor and fight me in my backyard. That had nothing to do with TLC. He made that himself. I made the video. If you haven't seen it before, you check it out. Okay, or Scott is threatening to fight me. But he's saying that who he is on the show is not who he is in real life. But yet in real life, all he does is sit there and threaten people, block people, talk back to people. Right, okay. Do you know what? Yeah, you're right. You're not the same person that we see in the show. You're worse than the person we see on the show. Yeah.
And then these fuckers on Reddit and fucking reality trash bullshit. Look at me when I'm down all the time. Heartless motherfuckers. Wish one of them would say that shit to my fucking face. And, you know.
You see? Oh, I'm a nice guy in real life, but I want someone to say all these things to my face. For what purpose? So if somebody comes up to you and says these things to your face, what's going to happen next? You're going to beat them up? You're going to fight them? Oh yeah, that makes you a great person, right? Wanting to fight people makes you a great person. Really? I mean, listen, at the end of the day, for me personally, I do not condone any violence. And at the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned, the last time I was in any kind of altercation that happened, like literally about, how old am I now? 32. 12, maybe 13 years ago, to be honest, back when I was still like very young, like 19, 20, you know what I mean? And honestly, but that was different because I literally was defending myself because I got attacked. But prior to that, I hadn't initially had an actual physical fight since in school, because at the end of the day, I was like, man, what the hell am I doing with my life? I don't like fighting people, you know? There's no benefit for me, you know what I mean? Literally, it's getting me nowhere, you know? I'd rather just be cordial and just have conversations, and if we agree, we agree. If we don't, we don't. That's it. We walk away, you know? And that's something that people have to learn sometimes. Unless you're fighting professionally to get paid, why the hell you find someone? I mean, that was my logic, to be honest. My logic was literally, why am I fighting people? It makes no sense. It doesn't benefit me any way. It's not a nice thing to do. Whether I win or lose, it's not a nice thing. Do you see what I'm saying, okay? So why am I doing it? Do you see what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, man, that's childish. And like I said, unless I'm fighting to get money, you know what I mean, professionally, then what the hell? But Scott over here thinks he's freaking... I don't know, man. He thinks he's the baddest of the baddest. He is a man that is what is he, in his 40s now or is he 50s? I can't keep up with this guy. But either way, though, he needs to learn that fighting is not the way in life. Threatening people is not the way in life. Asking people to say things to his face, it doesn't make a difference. The fact is that people are going to say what they want to say. So what's going to happen if he's got 100 people saying things about him? Is he then going to want to fight every single 100 person that's saying things about him? If he's got 1,000 people, 10,000 people, 100,000 people, 1 million people, 1 billion people, you can do fight them all? Are you going to get exhausted with the idea that you have to, is he not, are you never going to get exhausted with the idea that you always have to fight everybody? At what point do you say, do you know what, I'm not going to fight anyone, I need to just take the high road instead? There's nothing wrong, there's nothing weak about taking the high road. Smart people take the high road for the most part. Okay, they'll say what they're going to say, and then they'll just keep it moving. Because there's no point in saying what you're going to say, and then all of a sudden you're, why? Where is the benefit? There is no benefit. You know? Really and truly. But Scotty over here, you know, will tell us that he's better in real life. Yeah, all right, buddy. Oh, but I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm actually putting him down. I'm such a bad person. Why am I putting him down? I shouldn't be saying these things. I should not be encouraging him to stop fighting people. I should be telling him, yes, Scott, go out there and fight everyone. Go out there and challenge everyone. Come on. Because clearly, giving this guy constructive criticism is putting him down.
You know, the people that your circle gets smaller and smaller as time goes on. People realize how hard it is doing my job.
I don't think you realize that everybody goes through struggles in their life. Just because they may not go through the same one as you doesn't mean they don't go through of their own. People should never have this attitude where they think that their struggle is worse than somebody else's. There is no such thing. Because when we go through struggles, we all affected however we're affected. But the only thing that matters is, are we going to pick ourselves up? There is no such thing as your situation was worse than mine. I mean, there is technically, to be fair with you, but we shouldn't live with the mentality of, oh, but yours is worse than mine. No, you should live in the mentality of, if I'm struggling, how do I pick myself up? That's it. Not sitting there comparing yourself to other people, or sitting here trying to get other people to feel sorry for you. For what reason? People feel sorry for you, and then what? What's next? Where's your benefit? Where's your growth? Where is your growth? Oh yeah, there isn't one, is there? But it's okay though, because I'm just bullying you.
After you have a stroke, because you forget shit. Depression, anxiety, everything. I had another show to give me redemption, to show the real me, you know what I mean?
It's funny how he says, oh, you know, we should have another show redemption. You know what's so crazy? There's been times when people have come on the network and people haven't liked them, but then when they've gone off and done either pillow talk, or they've gone off and come on social media and they've shown a different side of them, people have turned around and had a different perspective, you know? I mean, there's people like Kimberly who people started to like once they saw her on Pillow Talk. There's people like Emily who people started liking when they saw her on Pillow Talk, you know? And there's people out there who will try and do something different with themselves on social media and actually get people to see a different perspective of them. Scott has never tried to do none of that stuff. He thinks that him being on another show is going to help him. It's crazy because he just sat there blaming TLC for everything, saying that TLC made him look bad. What makes him think that if he did another show, that'd make him look any better then? This guy, he learns nothing.
Hard not to pay attention to that, because you're always digging yourself out of a hole, including hospital administrations and everything else. Leaving out, Casey, I'm leaving out. I'm not working anymore. I'm done. Officially retired as of today. Everything made me upset. I'm gonna go.
My apologies, I just realized that I was muted there. Well, listen, cracky. At the end of the day, you know, Scott is Scott, and he'll never learn. He'll never grow. You always see everything as a negative, and it's sad and pathetic. But hey, you guys let me know exactly what you're thinking down below. Oops, my apologies. And I don't know what's going on with my system today. Anyway, but and we'll talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.